It's happened! The Texas Rangers win the World Series!
Hey everyone, it's Punjabi. Welcome to the show.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of the same routine, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my image, so I can keep running in my mind.
Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the mound today, Nick Pivetta.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Now, Ronald Acuna Jr. And he deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Liner snagged at first. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And a curve misses outside.
1 strike.
And now it's even up.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Struck him out looking. Braves are set down 1-2-3. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show.
I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s.
Back here with my pal Siggy. On the hill here today, Bryce Elder.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And here it comes. Jarren Duran leading things off and takes a strike. Elder, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a 4-seamer. This to center field. Harris has a beat on it. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Check out the Red Sox lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
1 out, base is empty. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. And there's a ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. And that's down and away.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Arcia makes the grab for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 outs, base is empty. Now batting Tristan Casas. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty to the plate. Out to short. Jump throw across his body. In there safely.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
So man aboard. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. That one missing inside.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
2 outs. A little out front there as he swings through it.
2-1.
This one in the air. Albies in position. And makes the grab. And that is that. And the Red Sox leave 1. We played an inning. No score. Top of the second, and here is Matt Olson.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
The right-hander back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And there's one down.
That is good.
Here's Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell Ozuna.
And first offering is fouled off. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone boot from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
The next pitch misses. 1-2 to count. Second inning here, no score. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that is out number 2.
Batting 6, the center fielder, Michael.
And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Oh, he's only an out away from getting through the inning, but he just lost control for a brief moment there. It's not the end of the world, but don't let one mistake turn into another. Get your focus back right here.
Sean Murphy in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. Pivetta throws over. Harris gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead in that pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. Back there. And out of here. He made him pay for that one, and they grabbed the lead. It's 2-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow through to drive it out of here.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Jared Kelenic. Late with the swing there.
No ball. 1 strike.
Got it by him for the K. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. And it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Trevor Story. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And a swing and a miss. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Fought off foul.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And that's off the inside edge.
1-2.
Now 1-2. On the ground to the left. Second. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. The wind and the pitch. That one just misses.
It's a good take.
The Braves leading by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
Five foul balls in this at bat so far, and these two are going head to head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
And a 1-2 again. Battling here as he fouls it away. Left-hand hitter waits. And another ball.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
And a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Tyler O'Neill stands in here, takes ball one low. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Red Sox go down 1-2-3, and they're down 2-0. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia, 9 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Next pitch is downstairs. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Grissom drifts towards it. Corrals it. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is up. He's someone who grew up playing baseball with his friends. Singy, his school is next door to the only baseball field in his hometown.
Yeah, that made it easy to jump the fence and play games after class, which is exactly what they did. School started at 7, but the moment it was over, it was time for baseball. Ronald would play until his mom yelled for him to come home for dinner.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. That one is upstairs.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Kicks and deals. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-2.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Set for the bottom of the third, and stepping in for Boston, Vaughn Grissom. Elder back to work. Foul ball there. The line to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. The 0-2. Stays alive. The pitch. In the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. 1 away.
Batting 9, the catcher.
And now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Connor Wong. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. The pitch. Missed with a changeup, and now 2-0.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And there's a foul ball. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The wind of the pitch. Got him. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
So the Red Sox lineup turns over. Now batting Jarren Duran. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Line drive, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're still down. It's 2-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's Austin Riley. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. And that skips in the dirt.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well. I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
And now Matt Olson up to hit. That one misses. Ball 1. And a swing and a miss there. Runner at first with no outs here. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Stepping in, Marcell Ozuna. First pitch. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field. And
the right-hander deals. That one ripped. And it bangs off the monster. Around third. Now a relay to second. And he's out trying for two. But a run does come in to score. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that one, out in front that time. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Got all of that one. All muscle to center field. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's Sean Murphy. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. And he deals. That one hit to right. Abreu sizing this one up. Makes the catch. And that is that. They put 2 on the board on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and nobody left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Braves 4 and the Red Sox 0. Back in Boston, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Rafael Devers. Elder back to work. That one close, ruled the ball. And that is ball one. Hit hard, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And now Tristan Casas reached on an infield single his first time. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Devers gets his lead at first with nobody out. What about the fans at Fenway? Would they let you have it from time to time?
They're definitely intelligent baseball fans, which is awesome. They're not waiting for something to happen. They can smell a big inning or anticipate a situation setting itself up.
And the righty deals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. At the belt and fires. And a pop-up on the left side of the infield. Riley under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The designated hitter, Masataka Yoshida.
And at first, Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox.
One thing I found that was very cool was making a great play to end the inning and running off the field and getting a standing ovation, even at times when you're not a player on their team. As long as you're not winning, they will celebrate and applaud a great play on the field. These fans here, they love and respect baseball.
For that one, it's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Devers round second on his way to third. Coming home. One run is in. Now 2 runs score, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see it inside the Parker, and man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
2 outs, nobody on. Wilyer Abreu, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And a foul ball. That's down and in. Two outs. Fastball for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That to right. Acuna settles underneath it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 was a home run, no errors, and no one left. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Braves 4 and the Red Sox 2. Back now at Fenway, ready now for the 5th inning. Now in for the Braves, Jared Kelenic.